Welcome to Queen's Podcast by Queen Ramaya, Episode 4, Mental Health Part 1. Today we're going to talk about mental health within the Black community, especially regarding children, teens, and adults within the community. As you ask yourself, what is mental health? Mental health is a state of well-being in which the individual realizes their own abilities, coping mechanisms, and productivity. And what are the types of mental health? Well, the different types of the mental health, disorders are mood disorders, anxiety disorders, personality disorders, schizophrenia, which is a psychotic disorder, eating disorders, PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder, substance abuse disorders, and many more that are still rare and in most cases kind of curable, but at the same time it's just a chemical imbalance within the brain. Who knows? But research suggests that the adult black community is 20% more likely to experience serious mental health problems. Additionally, Black emerging adults from the ages of 18 to 25 also experience bigger rates of mental health problems and lower rates of mental health services. The stigma of mental health within the Black community is that it is often difficult acknowledging psychological difficulties, but strategies including religious coping and pastoral guidance and prayer are often the most preferred coping mechanism within the Black community. We have been stereotyped of our condition as a personal weakness of instability and attitudes of rejection. Most individuals and families perceive them as an outcast, the black sheep, difficult, and dangerous individuals. Many avoid any type of treatment due to the fact of not having any money, skepticism of therapists, over-medication, and fear. Now, we're going to start with the mental health within children and teens from the ages of 5 to 18, when the children begin to develop to the next stage of their life. Being around an environment with other children their age and meet different personalities and actions. The thing is, what they are expecting at their own, the thing is that they are experiencing at their own homes, or even in most cases, homelessness. Some are spoiled rotten, abused, traumatized, and neglected. When others, especially adults, wonder why that particular child behaves in a certain way or isolate themselves, just ask yourself why. Try to help that baby as much as you can instead of continuously hurting them. Also, we wonder why bullying still occurs to this day. I'm not excusing their behavior, but think outside the box for a little minute. That bully is just projecting their abuse, their hurt, and their insecurities onto their peers just to feel the power that was taken away from them. But in reality, it just makes it worse. It also includes the adults as well, but we're going to talk about that next. When adults, I'm trying to figure out a way to explain this. But I've met plenty of adults who have told their story of them being bullied in school. And I notice how their behaviors are with other people. And it seems that they project their hurt and abuse from growing up, for being picked on, teased, and bullied from other peers and individuals. And when they try to speak out about it to other adults, when they were children that are going through that traumatic experience, they were told that they better get over it, and they need to just move on, or they were told to pray about it, or they were abused even more. And so when that victim becomes an adult, they project that abuse upon others that they come across. And it seems that they target other children that are going through the same experiences. They seem to target children that are considered bad or difficult to be around or isolated. And so they manipulate those children into believing that I don't know how to explain this, but I've been through that as well, and it's not right. It is sickening, to be honest. It's really sickening. It's not right. And I feel that they deserve all the help that they need. And so it is up to them to make that choice of healing within themselves instead of continuously to hurt other people with their motives and tactics of projecting that into other people. And so we're going to continue to touch on this subject later on in the episodes. And when the individuals get older, they become more defensive as their defense mechanisms, or some of them turn to substances to cope with whatever they are dealing with. Once they have produced children, they will pass on their traumas to their offsprings. And it's up to us to break those generational curses. Point blank, period. And I want to also provide some sources, because I see that it has not been explained or provided to us on how to continue to cope with our traumatic experiences. So here are the sources to maintain a healthy balance within our mental, physical, and spiritual and emotional health, such as writing each day in a journal. It can be locked for privacy. Meditation. And some people mistake meditation for just sitting on a ground with your legs crossed and just closing your eyes. No, meditation could be listening to music, grounding in nature, as well as just, thinking to yourself while cleaning up around the house. You can read an inspirational book, do something productive such as cleaning up, walking, exercising, and communicating with someone that you trust. Eat a healthy diet, take a nice shower or bath, and stay away from social media. And social media is the main thing that is destroying this generation. Social media. Me personally, I do not like social media anymore because I feel that it has kind of destroyed my mental health. And it has destroyed my true self. And we will get into depth about how social media can be dangerous, and it's really sad in many levels. But that is it for today's episode. I really want to touch on that subject because it seems that it has been locked up in a closet for many, many years, especially within the Black community. I would like to thank each and every one of you. I would like to thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to this episode on my podcast. And let me go ahead and just put it out there. Today, I have also launched a Patreon for this podcast, and I would like for you to go on my Instagram, which is Queen's Podcast on Instagram, and just click on the link in the bio to subscribe to my Patreon and get more behind the scenes footage and more coverage on the episodes. And you will receive a free sticker when you have subscribed as a queen or a king, whoever you are. But this podcast really targets the audience of Black females because we are queens. So I want you all to have a nice day today or night, and I will be back for more episodes next week. Thank you. Welcome to Queen's Podcast, Season 1. Please follow my podcast for more episodes in self-improvement, only available platforms such as Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Spotify. Queen's Podcast will cover social issues, mental health, self-improvement within the Black community regarding Black females. And I will also like to discuss some business tips coming from an entrepreneur myself. Thank you for supporting this podcast, and thank you for listening.